So we have here the how to protect your privacy online. So all of us are worried about how much of our private information is on the internet and vulnerable thief or misuse will get our information. So our online privacy is very important issue nowadays because all of us are now using the internet to, and also we all of us have the access to the internet, so this will help us to protect on how we can protect our privacy online. So we have here the 7 steps on how you can take to help manage and protect your financial and personal information while you visit your favorite social media, news, or entertainment sites that will, and also this will give you tips of for internet privacy. So for the first step we have, for next step 1, limit the personal information you share on social media. So a smart way to help protect your privacy online, so don't overshare on social media. Providing too much information on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram could make it easier for cybercriminals to obtain identifying information, which could allow them to steal your identity or to access your financial information. So, for example, could an identity thief determine your high school mascot or your mother's maiden name from digging through your Facebook account? So this information is sometimes used as a security question to change password or financial accounts, and also especially your emails or your phone number that you used in logging in your accounts. So if you put this on a if you put this information publicly, so this will get someone will get this information and use it for their personal interest. So unfortunately, many people don't take this advice. So some people don't really take this advice, or some don't believe from this. So in 2018 study, the Identity Thief Resource Center found that approximately 52% of respondents shared personally identifying information through social media sites. So according to the survey in 2018, so approximately 52%, so mostly half share the personal identifying information through social media sites. So maybe some of or most of them put their birthdays, their families, or either their personal information, their it is okay to put your favorites, your favorite color, your favorite actor, but not necessarily to put all your personal information on the social media sites or your accounts. So and that's just the start of the oversharing. So the same study found that about 48% of the respondents shared information about their children, while nearly 33% shared information about their location. So a total of 42% of respondents shared information about their travel plans to through social media. So some of us put our location, our what we call this one, so are addressed in our social media accounts. So some who have bad intention to us will get to that address, and maybe our life will be put in danger. So in order to protect our online privacy, ignore about putting some of your information in your social media profile. So you don't have to let people know what year or where you were born, so which could make you an easier target for identity thief. So explore different privacy settings too. You might want to limit the people who can view or post to your timeline, so to those who personally invited you. So this will help you have the protect your privacy online. So creating your strong password in your social media profiles will help prevent others from logging into them in your name. So because someone used their birthdays or their what we call this one, um their nicknames as their password and put them in their personal information, that people will see it. So that's why some of the accounts was hacked by hackers or identity thief. So you can use some at least 12 numbers, special characters, or upper and lower cases. That's the suggestions that when you change your password, that's the suggestion of your or of the internet. So next one is step 2. So browse in incognito or private mode. So if you don't want your computer to save your browsing history, temporary internet files, or cookies, do your web surfing in private mode. So web browsers today offer their own versions of this form of privacy protection. So in Chrome, it's called incognito mode. So in Firefox, it calls it setting private browsing. And in Internet Explorer uses the name in private browsing for its privacy feature. So when you search with these modes turned on, others won't be able to trace your browsing history from your computer. So, but these private modes aren't completely private. So when you're searching it incognito or private mode, your internet service provider can still see your browsing activity. So if you are searching on a company computer, so your employer, the websites you can visit can also track you. So yes, incognito browsing does not have certain benefits, but it's far from the only tool available to help you maintain your privacy while online. So anonymous search engines and virtual private networks can bolster your online privacy. So using incognito will help you. This will help not save your history in your computer. Step 3. Use a different search engine. If you like many web surfers, you rely heavily on Google as your search engine, but you don't have to. Privacy is one reason people prefer to use anonymous search engines. This type of search engine doesn't collect or share your search history or clicks. Anonymously, search engines can also block ad trackers on the website you visit. So use we can use different search engines. So not just Google, but also there are different kinds of search engine that we can saw in the internet. So we need to explore some of that so that this can help us from our privacy online. So step 4. Use a virtual private network or a VPN. So a virtual private network gives you an online privacy and anonymity by creating a private network from a public internet connection. So VPNs mask your internet protocol IP address, so your online actions are virtually untraceable. So, using a VPN is especially important when you're on a public Wi-Fi at a library or coffee shop or other public location. So, a VPN will make it more difficult for cyber criminals to breach your online privacy and access your personal information. And also, you can find many free VPN solutions, but it could make more sense to pay for a service from a trusted security provider if you want the maximum amount of privacy protection while online. So, just be careful where you click one of the ways in which hackers compromise your online privacy, because it's through phishing attempts. So in phishing, scammers try to trick you in providing valuable financial or personal information. So they'll often do this by sending fake emails or that appear to be from banks, credit cards provider, or other financial institutions. So often these emails will say that you must click on a link and verify your financial information to keep your account from being frozen or closed. So don't fall for the scams, because if you click on a phishing link, so this could be taken to a spoof web page that looks like the homepage of a bank or financial institution. But also we can trace that because the link, we can see that is not example. If you click a link and then for example, um www.google.com, it should be that link, but it appears something that www dot random letters, that is an example of phishing link. So you could be taken to a spoof web page, but when you enter in your account information, you'll be sending it to the scammers behind the phishing attempt, not any bank, credit union, or credit card company. Before clicking on suspicious links, hover your cursor over the link to view the destination URL. So if it doesn't match the financial website you use, don't click. So that's what I said, it's URL. So example for that, again, www.bip ng BDO example.com. But when you click that, the URL, it doesn't match to the BDO. For example, the URL is, instead of www.bdo.com, it is random letters that shows. So that is one of the example of phishing link. So also, remember that banks or other financial institution will never ask you to provide accounts or financial information through an email. So if you receive such an email and you are wary, log in directly to your financial provider's online account. So you can then check this if there are problems with your account, or you can call the financial provider yourself at ask if there are any problems with your account using the customer service number. So as we all know that many people scam by giving load to the someone, because example, you won 100,000 pesos from Money Pangkabuhayan Showcase. So this is Attorney Cruz. Please call me. Tapos please provide your personal information. Then someone will also give their personal information to that number or user, and then that will become you more prone to scams. So that will they will use your information, your personal information, to scam others, or use your information to get some, or to disguise to be you. So that's it. So step 5, be careful where you click. So one of the ways in which hackers compromise your online privacy is through phishing attempts. So in phishing, scammers try to trick you in providing valuable financial or personal information. They'll often do this by sending fake emails that appear to be from banks, credit card providers, or other financial institutions. Often, these emails will say that you must click on a link and verify your financial information to keep your account from being frozen or closed. So that's one of the example of the step 5. So be careful where you click, because there are so many phishing in the internet right now, and also many people was been scammed, and scammers are still doing this even right now. So next one, secure your mobile devices too. Step 6. So secure your mobile devices too. So many of us spend more time surfing the web, answering emails and watching videos on our smartphones that we do than we do on our laptops. It's important then to put as much effort into protecting your online privacy on your phones and tablet as on your computer. So, to start this, make sure to use a passcode to lock your phone. So it might seem that like a hassle to enter a code every time you want to access your phone's home screen, but this passcode could offer an extra layer of protection in your phone if it is lost or stolen. Some of our phone have a fingerprint, so you can put your fingerprint to open your phone, and also a passcode so that this will help you from if your phone has been stolen or lost. So just make sure that your password is complex. So don't use your birthday, your house number, or any code that thieves might be able to guess. So just try putting some codes that you just that you just know that na ikaw lang nakabalo ba. So that will help your phone to be more secure. So for the last step, so step 7, use quality antivirus software. Finally, always install antivirus software on all your devices. So this software can keep hackers from remotely taking over your computer, accessing your personal and financial information, and tracking your location. So, and once you install this software, don't forget about it. Manufacturers frequently update their virus protection software as a defense against the latest malware, spyware, and other viruses. So install update as soon as they become available. So we always need to install antivirus in our phone, especially in our laptops or computer, so that hackers um, will will have a hard time accessing a personal and information or financial information. So that's all the steps for how to protect your privacy online. So step 1, limit the personal information you share online. Step 2, browse in incognito or private mode. Step 3, use a different search engine. Step 4, use a virtual private network. Step 5, be careful where you click. And step 6, secure mobile devices too. And finally, step 7 is use quality antivirus software. So this will help us to maintain our privacy online, and this will help our information to be more secure. So privacy is the ability to maintain what or who can access our personal content and information. So with that, the idea of privacy is different amongst different culture and countries, but while they all differ, but they all share common characters. So privacy is a right of all people that should have, and the government has the responsibility of maintaining that right. So the right of privacy is very important to every people, because nowadays some of us or some people don't have their privacy, especially those influencers that we always saw in the TV, in the internet, because their life has been always on the brink of, or their life are, every time they get an issue, even without their final statement, people will judge them. So we will always be careful of what we saw in the internet, because sometimes this information is fake, and there is the fact that we are searching is somewhere that someone don't wanted to saw or wanted to share because they just wanted some fame or something. So that's all for our today's topic. I hope you get some information, or I hope you learn something from our report. So again, thank you so much for listening and for your time, and thank you.